Ladies and gentlemen, it is your boy, the Supreme B-Man. What's up, everybody? Happy New Year. Your boy, the Supreme B-Man is here. And I kind of lied on my video, my 2019 New Year Eve video. I was going to wait till February, but I can't. I'm itching. I'm bitching. I'm moaning. I'm groaning. And I'm like, I need to get back on the mic. I need to pray that my headset is working today. And from what I can see on Audacity as we speak, as I talk, it's working. So hopefully the audio is going to be at a very nice level, and so you guys can hear it. I had a little trouble with my New Year's Eve video, and the audio and the music kind of overbearing everything, and it was just messing things up, and I did not like it. So I re-uploaded it, fixed the audio, and things seem to be a-okay for the moment. But the time is now. It is a new year. It is a new month. I know it's not the first of the new year, new month, but I'm in there and I'm trying to get some stuff going, trying to get some stuff talked about, trying to get the word out there. There's so many things on my mind right now. There's so many games I want to play right now, but I can't do it right now at this moment in time because I got a lot of little issues, a little upgrades that I'm working on in the background that I'm going to unleash to the world, unleash to the B-Man society, or I'm going to call my crew, I'm going to call my subscribers, you the subscribers. I got to come up with a name for you guys. At one point in time I was thinking, and if you're hearing thunder in the background, if you can hear it, it's thundering. It's raining outside. It's the calmest, most smoothest weather I ever experienced in my life. I don't think anything is more soothing than rain. My doggo is in my room. She's kind of okay. She was a little panicky a little while ago, but she's okay. Her big brother is here to keep her nice and calm and warm and protected from the thunderstorm monster outside. But anyways, sorry to get sidetracked. Just wanted to let you guys know that. But I don't know what to call you guys. A long time ago, I was thinking of calling you guys the Alphabet Troop. I don't think that's a real good name, or maybe the Alphabet Squad or something like that. Something real cheesy and corny. But I think for right now, I'm just going to call you my subscribers. My subscribers with a capital B, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to roll with that for the moment in time. So you obviously clicked on this video because of the title. You obviously know what I'm about to go down with, because the one thing on my channel at this very moment in time, probably the most popular videos I had on my channel later, like maybe a year or two ago, was my Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite videos. My top 10 list, my top 10 didn't like list, top 10 wanted list, and all this other stuff, and my discussions about Marvel Infinite and how much I really, really wanted that game to be really, really good. Unfortunately, Marvel wasn't biting. Capcom was trying its hardest, but it was eventually going to give up, as they do with all of their projects that don't work out too well. And so, Street Fighter Cross Tekken. So there, that was probably my most popular video. So I'm gonna get back into it and try to stay a little bit more positive, because this time it's a top 10 list of maybe what's to come in the near future. Smash Brothers came out maybe a year or two ago. It's still getting awards, which is kind of weird. I don't understand how a game that came out in 2018 is still getting awards for best music and best fighting game of the year in 2019. It's kind of weird. I don't understand how that works. But it's whatever, I guess. I guess it's because it came out in the holiday season, so it was on the tail end of 2018, so it didn't have time to be judged upon. But then again, I don't know. I would have figured that the game would have got awards anyway in 2018. or whenever it came out. I know it didn't come out last year. So, but anyways, the whole point in the Smash is that there is going to be a season 3 character launch coming very, very soon. And I wanted to jump on that. A lot of people have probably created their own list. I've always wanted to do this, like last year or something like that, to kind of, throw out my, my top 10 list of characters I would like to see in Smash Brothers. And considering with Sakurai working on season 3 of characters, I figure right now, I'm pretty sure they're in the development stage or trying to figure out what characters is going to draw in more people to play the game. I don't think there's as many characters as they possibly could bring in as people want. Obviously, there's so many characters throughout all of gaming that have either been featured on Nintendo or not. I think primarily they're trying to stick to their guns and stay on characters that have been featured on Nintendo products, or whether it's from the past or sometime in the near future. So whatever it may be, I don't think we need to jump on characters that are solely for like Xbox or characters that are solely for PlayStation. It should be characters that have already been on Nintendo consoles. I understand some people have said in their top 10 list or in their idea of Smash Brothers that everybody needs to join together and work together, but we all know deep down inside that's not how it works. Other companies that have competition and their competitors and stuff like that, they don't really kind of work with one another all that well. Although I will say Nintendo and Microsoft are kind of working together, considering Nintendo's online when it comes to playing Smash Brothers is trash, and so they needed the help of Microsoft and whatever they had in the background to help them out with that online situation, plus also be able to cross-play between two consoles, which it's kind of a beginning, it's kind of tiptoeing, it's kind of baby steps into that generation where all the gaming consoles are kind of united, kind of like a Megazord or something like that. That'd be kind of cool, honestly. But we're far from that, and hopefully this top 10 list will pretty much show my love for characters that I would like to see on Smash Brothers. So without further ado, because I'm already, blabbing along, let's move on to my top 10 personal, and I mean personal. These are my personal top 10 characters that I want to see in Smash Brothers. And if you have any characters you would like to see in Smash Brothers, or you would like to chime in on my top 10 list, then hit me up in the comments. We'll get the conversation going. We'll get the word spread out, because there's some characters that I desperately want to see in Smash Brothers. At number 10, we're going to go like way out there right now. We're moving to a world of these gyro machine people. I don't know what you call them, gyroscopes or something like that. They were featured in Animal Crossing, but a long time ago there was a game called Mischief Makers, and there was a character that I really fell in love with. She was charismatic, she was spunky, she didn't put up with bullies. She always took down the bad guys with a swift throw or a mad dash right in the nick of time to save the civilians of that particular world. I can't think of it right now, but anyways, it's Maria Lightyears from Mischief Makers. I think she would be a beautiful character to render into a more modern take on, because back on the N64, her kind of sort of 3D 2D pixelated character model probably wouldn't look too well on Smash Brothers, but I'm pretty sure if Sakurai and his team got a hold of Maria, that they could probably make her a 3D model of her, and I think she would work real well. I mean, she has a dash attack, She has a throw. She has the shake ability, which is OP. And I'm pretty sure they can throw in kicks and punches and stuff like that. Kind of give her her own moveset more than the actual game does. Not only that, she can pick up things and make it her own, such as weapons and stuff like that. So if it happens, a character drops a weapon, she can pick it up instantly. She has a mean throw or toss or whatever, and she can just keep doing that over and over again. She can pretty much juggle you over and over in just about everywhere, shape, or form. Personally, I just feel like Maria Lightyears would be one of those characters that, only certain people who've played the game probably would appreciate her. She is a very rare character, and if she doesn't get put into the game, I would like to see her as maybe an assist trophy, maybe. It'd be real nice for people who have played Mischief Makers to see their, favorite character be shown. And I think, honestly, Maria Lightyears is one of those characters I would like to see. In most fighting games, you always have those weird characters that you don't really know nothing about, and you don't really think you would play with them. But then again, I'm the kind of guy who kind of experimented with characters like Game & Watch and Wii Fit Trainer. She was actually pretty dope if you take the time to really understand how she works and her mechanics and stuff like that. Like, dude, she could really lay the damage on somebody if you have, the right setups and stuff like that. Like, Wii Fit Trainer is a lot stronger than people think she is. At number 9 is everybody's favorite cosmic daddy from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and into Smash Brothers, it's Thanos. Now, I understand it's Marvel, and I understand where you're coming from. Like, how, out of all of the Marvel characters, why did you pick Thanos? Like, seriously, there are so many characters. There's Spider-Man, there's Captain America. Like, what are you even thinking? Or to the people that are pretty much going to be like, are you trying to make Marvel 3 or Marvel 4 or something? What are you doing? Obviously Ryu and Ken are here, and what are you trying to do here? What are you trying to do? Like, input Marvel characters so you can get away with having your Marvel versus Capcom game? No, and no. The reason why I put Thanos on this list is because Thanos has every right to be on this list as every other character on any top 10 list. Reason is because Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, I think, came out recently. I think it was last year. It was a beautiful looking game. Had all of the Marvel characters that we've all wanted to see in a certain fighting game that probably should have featured these characters, but considering the fact that now Marvel has the right to use majority, if not all, their characters now, so I decided to probably pick a villain instead of another hero, because the one thing I feel like that Smash Brothers and a lot of other fighting games lack is villains. I was about to say heroes, but villains for sure. And I think Thanos is probably one of the biggest villains that, Mario or Samus or Link could ever run into. He would have the Infinity Gauntlet. He could use the reality, the soul, the power, the mind. He can use a lot of attacks, a lot of techniques, a lot of cool moves that they could easily implement into the character. A little up B special where he can teleport up or something. All that kind of stuff would be well fitting for Thanos. Like, if it wasn't Thanos, personally, I would like to see Spider-Man, but then again, Spider-Man's kind of a Sony character, and I don't know if Sony's gonna let Spider-Man go over to Nintendo necessarily without Nintendo having to fork over a big chunk of money. But obviously they would be giving up a good chunk of money to even use the rights to actually put in Thanos, and I understand it might be expensive to do that, but I would like to see Thanos in the game where I don't even think he personally he should fit in. Then again, none of the characters in Smash Brothers actually fit in with one another. We got Pokemon characters, we got Street Fighter characters, got Super Mario characters, got Legend of Zelda characters, and they're all just running in, colliding. A Persona 5 character, a Bayonetta. Like seriously, Bayonetta got in. Terry Bogard just recently got launched to Smash Brothers. And let me tell you something. Terry Bogard, best character in the game. That's my personal take on that. But Thanos would be unique. He'd be special. And I bet you, all those people that did wanted a Marvel vs. Capcom game last year or the year before last or the year before last, that even when Marvel Infinite was out, I bet you they would see Thanos or some Marvel character. I don't know who. It could be Wolverine for all I know, because now, like I said, Marvel has the rights to use the mutants, and there's a Mutants movie coming out soon, so might want to look at that X-Men roster, Sakurai, and maybe one of them might tickle your fancy. But I personally just think Thanos would work. He's one of my favorite Marvel villains. That's, again, my personal opinion. I think he's one of the coolest villains out of all of the other villains in the Marvel Universe, other than Doom. Okay, like, I understand Victor Von Doom is out there, and I would like Victor Von Doom in this game, but right now, Thanos is the guy that everybody knows and understands and would instantly gravitate to in a heartbeat. I mean, you put Thanos in just about anything, including Fortnite, everybody would gravitate to him. So, at number 8, this is going to be a little controversial. Just a little bit, because when Terry Bogard was announced and Sakurai was talking about all the background characters on his KOF stage, a certain very well thick character did not make it to the cut, and apparently she got cut out because of physics, and because it's not good for boys and girls to see all those lovely little jiggly physics going around left and right, although Bayonetta is a thing, and fan art is also another thing on the internet, so you kind of can't get away with that, Nintendo. But I see what you did there, and I have no problem with it. I can always pop in KOF or whatever game that she might be, CVS2 or whatever game that Mai Shiranui might just be in. But in this case, if we are really looking for a character that's actually really thick, or a character with actual real physics, I think Nintendo actually had that character a long time ago, and I think that character should have been launched at the beginning of Smash Brothers, alongside with this game that came out at the beginning of the launch of the Switch, and that's Twin-Tail. Twin-Tail, people, are you kidding me? Twin-Tail from ARMS. Now, I loved ARMS. I love the characters. I love the colors. I love the uniqueness of taking both Joy-Cons and using them as boxing gloves. I love punch characters. Punch characters are awesome. I love Little Mech, Terry Bogard, Ryu, Ken, Mario, Luigi. Any character that uses their fist, Captain Falcon, any character that uses their fist, I love and I gravitate to more over the character that has, a gun or a sword. And trust me, there are plenty of characters with swords. So let's add a character who can reach across the screen with her hair that's armed with boxing gloves on the ends of them. And not only that, she is a bodacious character. She is, without a doubt, perfection when you go back and go play ARMS. Like, you obviously are looking at something other than her actual, physics. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got all that to work with. Twin-Tail would be perfect for Smash Brothers. You could take all of the little unique attachments that you can put on your gloves from ARMS and stuff like that, and and she has like a luchador mask and stuff like that. I mean, if you want to add, I don't think you should add kicks. No kicks. She should be a female version of Little Mac, and I would be down with that. like, she doesn't do kicks. She just does punches, and her up B could be just grabbing the edge or whatever, or twirling, giving her like a little bit of air. Or better yet, there are propeller gloves too, so you could probably use that as her up B. But once again, there is a character that is equal to, if not just a tad bit better than just a tad bit, that I personally think that would fit in this roster and would, feed that appetite that everybody had, and, fix all those little problems that people were having when, Sakurai pretty much said, "No Mai for you." At number 7, I'm going to go with Hachi. Hachi was first introduced in the very first Tekken game and on the PS1, and later on moved all the way from the PS1 era all the way to the PS5 era in Tekken 7. Hachi is a very well-known boss of the Tekken franchise. He was the boss for pretty much almost the first 4 Tekken games until, all these other mystical evil beasts started showing up and, causing a ruckus and pretty much downgrading Hachi downward the character select spiral. But he is a very well-known character. He's very powerful. He has electrical fist and stuff like that. He's got pretty much the Mishima moveset that we all know and love. The uppercut, the kicks, and that little noogie grapple that he does. I would love to see the character in, the Smash Brothers style, and, I would like to see how his movesets would be used in the game. Obviously, I could have gone with a bunch of other characters from Tekken, but I don't think there's any character more well-known than Hachi, personally. I mean, of course, there's Kyuza and Jin, Jack or Brian Fury and stuff like that, but I think Hachi works very well in this game, and considering the fact, like, at one point in time on Soul Calibur 2 he was featured as a guest character, and so I think Smash Brothers would work well with him being a guest character on here, and considering the fact that Namco Bandai is kind of producing Smash Brothers Ultimate, I wouldn't doubt that Sakurai would be like, "Hey, yo, can I borrow Hachi?" And they'd be like, "Yeah, man, do it." You know what I'm saying? So I think Hachi would work well in Smash Brothers, and I would love to see him. At number 6 is going to be Paper Mario. It's kind of weird because, Smash Brothers Ultimate, I was thinking that they were going to, like, go for broke and go crazy with the whole Mario stuff, like do 8-bit Mario, or do Mario from Mario 64, the Mario from, all the other Mario games, But I think they hit it well with this kind of angry looking swagger Luigi Mario Kart face looking Mario in Smash Brothers Ultimate. You can't deny that Mario acts like he's about to just shank somebody when he walks up on him. His walk speed in Smash Brothers Ultimate is terrifying. I don't like it. But, he used to be like, I'm ready to play, let's go. And now he's just like, I'm getting sick and tired of this. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's time to go with a more colorful version of Mario, if anything. And I think the best Mario is probably Paper Mario. Could have gone with Mario RPG Mario or something like that. I didn't want to... Look, I didn't want to go to Mario RPG. I didn't want to jump on the Geno bandwagon. I never played Mario RPG. Just trying to get the cat out of the bag and just throw that out there. I know a lot of people are in love with Geno. They all want Geno, but Geno is a costume in the game, so technically he's in the game without actually being in the game. And I know that's not acceptable by the fan community, but personally, I would rather have Paper Mario over Geno any day, considering the fact that not only would you get Paper Mario, but you would also get his teammates as well from the Paper Mario series, from the first one all the way to the second one. Even Color Splash and Sticker Star Saga, I never played those two, but I did play Paper Mario and Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, and I would love to see all of those crazy moves that I love and adore. And especially from Thousand Year Door, there was a lot of much cooler characters and much cooler move sets in that one. So I think Paper Mario fits well. He's already a Mario, Nintendo property. So, I don't think it would be much of a problem. Plus, he's just a paper version of Mario. I think it would work well considering if you look at Game & Watch. I think that whole 2D sprite look, that little paper look would work well for Paper Mario. I mean, that's all you got to do. Copy and paste. But do something different with it. Obviously, do your research before, you launch him. At number 5, it burns my heart that the fact that, yeah, we got Ryu, yeah, we got Ken, yeah, we got all the Street Fighters as spirits in the Spirit Board and the Spirit Adventure thing, but real talk, I honestly have a deep relationship with a certain Capcom franchise, and it's not Street Fighter, it's not Devil May Cry, it's not Resident Evil, although I do have a relationship with Resident Evil, but it's Monster Hunter. How in the world did they put Rathalos in the game but didn't even think about putting in Monster Hunter hunters in the game, like male or female with Rathalos armor or with Lakacruz armor or Devil Joe armor? Like, seriously, guys, they could have really went all out with that. How hard would it have been to get a Monster Hunter hunter in the game? Like, you could just call it Hunter. You know what I mean? And people select what color they want. Depending on the color will depend on the armor. But obviously all the moves would be the same. They would have weapons associated with that armor. Like yellow would be Urgan. Or blue would be Lakacruz. Green would be Devil Joe. Red would be Rathalos. So obviously they could easily Nintendo has a relationship with Capcom and Monster Hunter. Majority of the Monster Hunter games were on Nintendo consoles. So it doesn't make any sense that, the hunter from the Monster Hunter series wouldn't be in the game. I don't get it. But it needs to be fixed, and I think Season 3 of launch characters for Smash Bros. Ultimate would fix all of that. Personally, for me, I'm a huge diehard fan of the Monster Hunter series. I got Tri, I got Generations 2, I got Monster Hunter World on the PS4, and I love that game. I love that series. That series is fun, and I think it would bring that audience to Smash Bros. If you put the hunter from Monster Hunter. Not only that, also put in an extra boss fight. Like, put in a different boss, like Devil Joe or something like that, as the boss for, alternate boss for the hunter. You know what I'm saying? That'd be different. Or if not, just continue doing Rathalos, the poster boy. You do what you want. It's your franchise. But I'm just saying, Hunter, Monster Hunter. Come on. Next up, okay. Number 4. Look, this fighting game franchise is like heavy metal. Like there's another fighting game franchise that's just as equal to this particular game. But this game, oh my god, I hope that when the game drops, when that game does drop, I hope it's good. Because my hands are going to get on it. But honestly, I hope it works, and I hope things go very well with the company Arc Systems. I hope that it goes very well. I know you guys are thinking, like, is he thinking what I'm thinking? Yes, I am. Sole bad guy for Smash Brothers. Sole bad guy for Smash Brothers. Okay, look. I hear you. Why do we need more fighting game characters? There are plenty of other characters from Nintendo franchises. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I gotta give you that Vince McMahon voice now. Shut up. This is my top 10 list, son. Saul Bad Guy from the Guilty Gear series would work beautifully in this game. Like, I just want a stage where it has just the possibility of the Guilty Gear Strive. What is the name? It is the Smell of the Game. The Smell of the Game theme from Guilty Gear Strive. I would love to hear that in Smash Brothers. Tell me that nobody wouldn't want to play a stage with that theme on it, or they would shut off all the other themes and just play that theme by itself. Like, dude, that'd be dope. But then again, they could just go back to the Guilty Gear library and grab any of those tracks and play that. Like, dude, like, Soul Bad Guy would work very well. He has plenty of moves. He's got Bandit Bringer. He's got Revolver. He's got the Dragon Install. He's got the Crouching Dust. He's got Insta Kills. He's got all these crazy Chronic Viper. He's got all this stuff that I love about Guilty Gear. I know I may have butchered some of those names. I apologize, but I'm just hyped to the idea that Guilty Gear, a Guilty Gear character, is in Smash Brothers, and that I don't know. Maybe you could do the 3D models. I think the 3D model look would work very well with any Guilty Gear character. And personally, like, I wouldn't mind seeing Potemkin in Smash Brothers. Like, I want a big meaty boy. Like, you thought Ridley was big. Okay, play Potemkin. Let's see Potemkin versus Ridley. Let's go. Next up at number 3 is going to be Dr. Robotnik. Now, again, just like the Monster Hunter thing, why in the world did you guys not think to maybe possibly talking to Sega? Considering the fact Sega kind of works with Nintendo. I mean, majority of Sega games are on Nintendo. You know what I'm saying? Like Sonic and Mario at the Olympic Games. Like, I mean, like, that's a seasonal thing. And I don't understand why they don't try to get more Sonic characters in Smash Brothers. You know, Knuckles, Tails, Rouge the Bat, Metal Sonic, or Shadow. Like, you know, I know those are assist trophies and or spirits or whatever, but personally, I want to play as some of those characters in Smash Brothers. Like, if this was Smash Brothers versus Sonic, I wouldn't care. You know what I'm saying? But Dr. Robotnik, dude, like, come on. He is, not only is he slightly faster than Sonic in some weird ass way, but he's also got all of his little devices, all his badniks that he can throw at you. He could have an up B move where he used the Eggmobile and stuff like that. Better yet, his smash move is the iconic classic Eggmobile with the chain ball, and he could go back and forth and stuff like that. Like, dude, I wish I worked for Nintendo. I really do. I wish I worked for some game company. Like, I got these ideas for days, dog. Like, don't tell me that Dr. Robotnik would not work. Don't tell me Dr. Robotnik would not grab people instantly. Like, he's yet again, he's another one of those goofy, weird characters like Maria Lightyears or Thanos or Paper Mario. He's one of those weird characters on my list that people probably wouldn't play a lot of. But let me tell you something, if you're a Sonic fan, you're going to want to play with Dr. Robotnik. Not only that, the Sonic the movie is coming out later this year, way down the road, but still, it's coming out, so why not support that? You know what I'm saying? Like, that would get more people on the eyes on the product and more people in their gaming chairs and playing Smash Brothers. At number 2, we're almost done, ladies and gentlemen. Number 2. Let me tell you something. Like, Twin Tail, better yet, Maria Lightyears is nice. Twin Tail, she be thick. And there's a lot of females in Smash Brothers as it is. But I feel like we need more. And I feel like the roster between male and female needs to be balanced. And I think there's only one character that would outbalance them all. Now, there's a game coming out within, let's say, a month from now, or maybe just a few weeks from now. It is going to be dropping on top of shelves everywhere, and the collector's edition is way too expensive for me to buy, so I might be just getting the deluxe edition. I'm not sure. I'm guessing on it, but let me stop jabbering right here and right now. Tifa Lockhart from Final Fantasy VII in Smash Bros. Ultimate. You got Cloud. I'm pretty sure you're not going to put Sephiroth in here. You're not going to put Barrett in here because he cussed too much. He does too much of that. But let me tell you, like, there are too many Tifa Lockhart fans out there. There are too many Tifa Lockhart cosplayers out there that are oh so good at nailing the character just oh so right. Like, you want to talk about gorgeous, good lord. Like, Tifa Lockhart in Smash Brothers would make tables flip. People that didn't buy Smash Brothers Ultimate thinking, I'm just gonna play Street Fighter or I'm gonna play Mortal Kombat. That's a real game right there, a real fighting game. Oh no. You put Tifa Lockhart in Smash Brothers Ultimate, bet all those people that bought those games would return them instantly and be like, oh, let me get that Smash Brothers. You got the character pass. Let me get that too. You know what I'm saying? That's instantly what they would be doing if Tifa Lockhart dropped in Smash Bros. Ultimate. Not only that, Final Fantasy VII Remake is coming out soon. What perfect timing for people to be like, what they do? What they just do? Let me pause Final Fantasy VII for a second and go run and check out Smash Brothers. Oh snap! And that's exactly what they would be doing. Again, she's a punch character, so obviously all she's got is her normal, move sets of maybe Tatsus, SRKs, uppercut, dolphin uppercut. I'm trying not to laugh at that because that's hilarious. And not only that, she is a beast. Like, her throws are insane, and she can use her limit break as her final smash, just like Cloud does. And to have both of those characters in the game, and then maybe have, I think Sephiroth is an assist trophy. I only rarely run into him, so I don't know. But even then, I don't even think you have to create a stage for her, because there's already a stage for the Final Fantasy VII characters as it is. So you probably wouldn't have to do that unless you want to. That's up to you. But personally, I think Tifa Lockhart would work really well in Smash Bros. Ultimate. I am completely down with that. She was about a couple of notches from being my number one, but there's another that outdoes her just about a smidge bit more, and I'm gonna get to that character. But before we do that, it's time for the honorable mentions. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, your boy, the Supreme B-Man, is about to launch his number one character for Smash Bros. Ultimate. And let me tell you something. This fighting game franchise, I heard on the internet, is not currently in development. And Microsoft, what are you doing? You're doing nothing. what kind of games you're going to be having for the Xbox Triple X. And I'm not calling it the Series X. I'm calling it the Triple X. It is the whatever generation of Xbox is now. What is it? The third, I guess, fourth, fifth? I don't know. But anyway, I'm pretty sure you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, and I'm pretty sure you guys know where I'm going with this. I am starting a campaign right now. A campaign as we speak to get one of the best characters from this particular fighting game franchise, and that fighting game franchise that I'm talking about is the Ultra Combo, known as Killer Instinct. Full Gore is going to be my #1 character for Smash Bros. Ultimate. Full Gore is by far one of the best characters from Killer Instinct. I love that robot. He is dope. He's got a, oh man, I'm not even going to try to explain. Just make it happen, Nintendo. Make it happen. Killer Instinct was on the Nintendo consoles in the first place. Since the Super Nintendo? It was on the Super Nintendo. It was on the N64. It was on the Game Boy, for peak's sakes. That's how popular that game was. And not only that, it came out just maybe a few years ago on the Xbox One, if I'm not mistaken, Microsoft. And yeah, I said it. It's currently not in development for the new Xbox system, which I think that's a very huge detriment to your franchise, good people, and I think you guys need to get back on the ball. If not, let Nintendo have it. Let Nintendo get their hands on Killer Instinct. Let them get their hands on all of the music from Killer Instinct. Allow them to get their hands on Full Gore and allow him to do his Ultra Combo finish as his final smash, because I would love to hear I don't know if they would do it to remix all of the tracks to fit Full Gore's Ultra Combo. I don't think they should do that. I think it should only be on his stage, which is perfect for a Smash Brothers stage. I would love to see that. He could have the hype beam and all that and everything, and anybody that gets caught in the hype beam would instantly get hit with a significant amount of damage or whatever. But I would be 100% down with Full Gore in the game. I would love to see Killer Instinct be ported to the Switch, because I don't currently have an Xbox One, and considering the fact that Banjo-Kazooie got put on here, knock knock, yo, Microsoft, can they also borrow Killer Instinct characters? I don't know. I personally like Full Gore. I wanted Spinal, or maybe TJ Combo, or Orchid, another female character. What do you know? You know, any of those characters from Killer Instinct, but I think Full Gore is right there at the top. I think he works very well. It would gravitate the people who still play Killer Instinct to play Smash Brothers. Again, I am working as your free PR guy or whatever sponsor dude that's going to try to get people to play this game some more for the next year or two, and I think this top 10 list is going to do it. If not all the characters, some of the characters. I think Full Gore is probably the top-notch character that everybody wants to see in Smash Brothers. If not one of the Killer Instinct characters, Spinal would be dope. A creepy skeleton character. I mean, considering the fact that majority of the trailers for Smash Brothers have been kind of a little dark, a little bit, Spinal would work very well. But I think Full Gore is a little bit more terrifying, considering it's a robot that's been on pretty much annihilating your face. So, but anyways, guys, ladies, I'm done. That is my top 10 Smash Brothers list for 2020. It's my first top 10 list of 2020. If you liked it, please hit that like button. And if you want more videos just like this, hit that subscribe button along with that bell to turn on notifications so you know when I'm uploading. That way, instantly, my videos would hit right on that noggin of your little cell phone screen or your computer screen or wherever you're watching this video at. But anyways, it is your boy, the Supreme B-Man, and I will see you guys next time.
What?